Hello students, in today's lecture we'll see module number 4, curve fitting and statistical methods. So this module having two parts. So first part is curve fitting and second part is statistical methods. In today's lecture we'll start the curve fitting and we'll see how the curve is going to fit in a best fit. So here several equations of different types can be obtained to express the given data approximately. But the problem is to find the equation of the curve of best fit, which may be most suitable for predicting the unknown values. The process of finding such an equation of best fit is known as curve fitting. Means here, for example, you have seen many graphs. So you have the x coordinate and y coordinate, for example, and you have the values for x and y, and you will plot the points in a graph and you will find points for x and y together in the plane, and you can see that one of the best line which passes through that points, and few points will remain outside, few points will coincide on that line only. So means I can say that maximum number of points from where a best fit, a curve can pass, is nothing but I can say that for that is best fit. We'll see further here. Curve fitting is the process of constructing a curve or mathematical function that has the best fit to be a series of data points, possibly subject to constraints. Curve fitting is one of the most powerful and most widely used analysis tool in origin. Curve fitting examines the relation between one or more predictors, that is independent variable, and a response variable, that is dependent variable, with the goals of defining a best fit model of the relationship. So what is this curve fitting and what techniques we are going to use to find a best fit, we'll see now. You just observe here. So I will take a few points somewhere here in the plane. Okay, so this is the data. So from that data we have taken the points, and I will check which is the best line. Minimum 2 points or more than 2 points you can collect it, which will pass through a line. So out of these points I can say that, so these are the 3 points, so from that I can draw a best fit for the given data from the dependent and independent variables. So this is the just general theory. So we'll see the main techniques in this curve fitting. So we are going to use one of the important technique to solve this process. So that technique, or I can say method, is called method of least square. So what is this method of least square and how to fit a curve, we'll see now. Curve fitting by the method of least squares. Curve fitting is a method of finding a suitable relation or law in the form y is equal to f of x for a set of observed value, that is xi comma yi. This is order pair where I will take the value 1, 2, 3, so on n. So just now I have taken x-axis and y-axis, and we have taken the points for y-axis and x-axis. So from that we have drawn the best fit. So the method of least square is as follows here. So what is these points? We'll see. Suppose y is equal to f of x is an approximate relation that fit into a given data. Comprising xy, that is I takes the value 1, 2, 3, so on n, then yi's are called observed values, and capital Yi is equal to f of xi are called expected values. So their difference Ri is equal to y, small yi minus capital Yi are called the residual or estimate error. Okay, so the method of least square provides a relationship of y is equal to f of x such that the sum of the squares of the residuals is least. Okay, so this is the just a theoretical part for the curve fitting by the method of least square. So we have particularly three cases in this topic. Means we are going to fit three curves. One is a straight line, then second one is parabola, and one of the special curve. So we'll see one by one all three curves. So in this continuation of session we'll see the first fitting, that is fitting of straight line. Fitting of a straight line, y is equal to ax plus b. Consider for the fitting the straight line, y is equal to ax plus b, where a and b are parameters to be determined here. Okay, so here we are going to apply one of the important equation, that is, once again we'll take y is equal to ax plus b. So this is a straight line. So for this we have to prepare a normal equation. So I will give equation number 1 for this. Normal equation to 1. So how to prepare a normal equation to 1, we'll see here. So for this what we have to do, we have to take summation on both sides for equation 1. Means summation y is equal to summation of ax. We have to write a into summation of x plus, if b, which is completely means we don't have any variable here, so it is purely constant. So for the constant always you have to multiply n into b. Fine. So take summation on both sides. Variable is there here also. Here variable is y, so therefore summation y is equal to a is a constant, keep outside, summation of x plus, we don't have any variable, so purely constant. So for that constant we must multiply n, so n into b. So this is the first form. Then again we need to multiply x on both sides. That is summation x into y is equal to a into summation x into x. This will become x square plus, if you multiply x here, so this will become what here, constant with variable. So at that time b into summation x, n will not write here n, so only b. So b into x we have to multiply. Once the variable comes, n will not come here. So firstly what we have done, for equation number 1 we have multiplied summation. So summation y is equal to a into summation x plus purely constant nb. Then for this again you multiply x. If you multiply x, see that, so both this second term also will get a variable, so at that time n will not come, so therefore it will become x. If you multiply summation as it is, x into y is xy is equal to a as it is, summation as it is, x into x, it will become x square plus b into summation x. So we called this is a normal equation for the given state line y is equal to ax plus b. So this equation 2 is called normal equations for fitting the state line y is equal to ax plus b in the least square sense. So by solving these we obtain the value of a and b. So if you take the problem at that time, we'll understand how to get the values of a and b. So similarly, I want to take one more way of parabola, that is what we have here, y is equal to ax plus b. So similarly, if our straight line is in the form y is equal to a plus bx, so this is also a straight line. Okay, so here what we have, a is free from variable but b having variable, so this is also a parabola. So for this normal equation, so I will give equation number 3 for this. So normal equation to 3. So how it is possible here, just see, to multiply both the side summation, so it will become summation y is equal to, here it is purely constant, so multiply n into a plus b is a constant, summation x. So both side multiply x, so summation x into y is equal to, so if you multiply, so here variable comes, so therefore a into summation x plus b into summation x square. So here equation number 4 is a normal equation. So on solving we'll get the again the values of a and b by using the method of least square sense. So we'll see. So you have to remember that, so we may get two kinds of equation, either y is equal to ax plus b form or y is equal to a plus b x form. So which any one form, if whatever form they will ask, we have to prepare a normal equation for that, and we must see that, so how to get the values of the parameters or constants a and b. So we'll see example for these based on what here, uh, least square sense method for the straight line y is equal to ax plus b.